everyone, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am in Tokyo, Japan. I'm so excited because today I'm going to be taking myself on a little solo shopping date. And of course, we're going to go stationery shopping together. But this is a little bit different because I'm sure if you've seen any stationery shopping videos, then you know the classic places like Tokyo Hands and Loft, which don't get me wrong, I love those places. But I wanted to take you guys around and show you guys some places that you might not have heard of, some more local, smaller shops that I feel like deserve some shine too, and maybe deserve to be on your Japan itinerary if you're planning on coming to Japan for the stationery shopping, because low-key that's why I come to Japan. The stationery shopping is too good. These are actual local approved stationery spots. I had some friends, I'll put their names up here, recommend me a couple of places, and they actually live in Tokyo, so shout out to them for suggesting places. I don't know how many I'm gonna be able to go to, but I'm gonna try to go to at least 3 today. It's my first and only fully solo day in Japan. Let's go stationery shopping and head to the first spot. Alright, it suddenly started raining a lot, but we are currently in the neighborhood called Kichijoji, and it's a cute little vintage sort of neighborhood. There's a lot of stores. When I first went to this area, I had one particular store in mind to go to, but obviously along the way, I ended up finding a couple other stores that I wanted to share with you guys. On my way to the stationery stores, I actually stopped into a little local pottery store that I ended up walking across, and I really wanted to get Japanese pottery as a little souvenir. I've been really into ceramics lately, and the store was so cute. They had a lot of different handmade pottery. I think they were all from different artists, like different sections, and I had such a hard time choosing, but I ended up finding a little bowl and a mug that I took home with me, and I thought that was just a fun little souvenir that I ended up buying, because when I use it at home, I'll be able to think of my trip every time I use it. But the first stationery shop I went to is actually called Petite Mura. This shop was so cute, guys. It literally felt like I walked into an enchanted forest. This was actually not a store that I knew about. I just walked past it and I was like, oh, I have to go in there. And when I went in there, to my surprise, there was actually 2 stationery little shops in there. The first stationery shop was actually no filming allowed, so I didn't get to film it, but I'm gonna show you guys some of the things that I got from that one. It was a very like cutesy style of stationery. And then the second stationery shop I actually spent the most time in. They had a lot of different types of stationery and accessories. I got a bunch of postcards, stickers. My favorite stickers that I got, it was this little like vintage style collaboration with Sanrio, which you guys know I love. I even got this little lace handkerchief thing that I thought was really cute. I just spent a lot of money at that store, but it was so cute in there. They had so many cute little stationery pieces. This wasn't even the store that I originally wanted to go to. The next shop I went to is called Kuusoogai. Kuusoogai? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I went on their website and the translation says the Fantasy Street Gallery Store, which is exactly what it felt like. It definitely felt like an art gallery and a bookstore sort of thing. All of the stationery and products in there had these same illustrations on it. I believe it's like all the same artist or something like that. And they were all of these tiny little imaginary worlds. I definitely think these are some of the most unique things that I picked up during my trip. They had a lot of postcards, coasters, some washi tapes and stickers, I think, but for the most part I was really drawn to the postcards because I loved the illustrations on it, and I just love the idea of these little imaginary fantasy worlds, which the bookstore also kind of felt like something from the actual illustrations. And speaking of, this shop was extra cute because they actually had their own themed cafe next door, and the workers there were super nice, foreigner friendly, in case that's something that you're worried about. They gave me a coaster. Guys, this area is so cute, and that store felt like someplace from a different world, and I didn't realize that there's a cafe next door. And all of the dishware and stuff has the same artwork on it. alone, drinking my little tea latte, and I ended up buying one of the little cups that they served me my drink in because I thought that was so cute. Like when I use it at home, I can think of this little magical cafe that I went to in Japan. The final shop that I went to on my little solo stationery shopping day was called Paper Message, and it's another tiny shop on that same street, and it's a little bit unassuming from the outside because it looks so small, but it's jam-packed with so much stationery. And something that was unique about this particular store was they had a lot of little like build your own stationery greeting card situations. I don't even know how to describe this. There were a lot of little sections, like there was a cake section, so they had different types of paper cakes, and then they had paper candles and paper cake decorations that you would like insert in and attach on top, and then you can basically like build your own birthday cake greeting card. You could build your own paper ice cream parfait. I think you could build your own like little ramen bowl situation. So really unique and fun things that I feel like would be cool to like attach to journal spreads if you're looking for a lot of paper ephemera and stuff. And yeah, there's a variety of styles available there. So I ended up getting a lot of little paper bits, decorative papers, postcards. I think I also got some like greeting cards and envelopes and things like that. Something else that was fun in there is that they had a little tiny photo booth in there, and it prints your photo on receipt paper. So I thought that was cute to attach in my journal if I make a journal spread about my little solo shopping day. I didn't know if I should include this in this particular video because I spent a day in Asakusa with my boyfriend. This area is a very traditional area. There's temples, markets, things like that. But the reason I went there is because I saw a TikTok about this traditional Japanese washi paper making workshop, which, hello, I really wanted to go to. I'm currently heading to go make traditional Japanese paper. It's a little workshop that I found, so I'm very excited because obviously we love anything to do with stationery. Oh, I think it's this one. This is what we're making. I'm very excited because Japan is the creators of washi, so we're gonna try to make our own paper. The instructor taught us a lot about the history of Japanese washi paper as well as how to make it from start to finish. We even like broke apart all the paper fibers, put it together on the paper making tray, and then we did all of it, like pressed it, dried it, and I just thought it was so fun. Such a fun thing to take home. Not super large, but you can of course use it in your journal later. So that was also a fun little stationery thing that I brought home from Japan.